Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Stormworks in one last building episode for our carrier. Yeah, guys, that's right. We are basically done with this ship. It's been out on the workshop for a while. If you guys haven't seen, there will be a link down in the description below, but this is going to be the last building episode. So we basically just have to finish up this mess hall up on the upper deck. So that's what we're going to get into working on, and we're going to get right into it. So I've already got the time lapse kind of rolling, but yeah, guys, if you like this series, definitely don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I know this was a bigger one for a lot of you. I know a lot of you were kind of excited about the carrier. We definitely have some bigger builds coming up too. I'm gonna do a couple small things in between before we get back into another really big build. The land crawler is not going anywhere for sure, but yeah, guys, thank you so much. This series has been really fun, really awesome, and I've had a great time building it for you guys. So, we got one more to go, and we're gonna get this wrapped up and on to the next build. So, again, thank you, and I'm gonna just kind of let the time lapse roll. You guys, a lot of you have probably seen the mess hall at this point. I'm just kind of working on the little kitchen area right now, and then we'll do the seating later on. But yeah, we're just gonna get right into it. All right, well, we got the kitchen basically shaped up. There's a few more things we got to do. We got to add some lights and a couple more details and whatnot, but we got our grill in there. We got a working sink as usual. And I'm gonna add a couple different little I don't know what they're really called, but the buckets that you put the food in to warm the food up. I'm gonna add a couple of those behind us, and then just down the hallway from here, we're gonna add a big seating area with a bunch of windows and that kind of thing for the crew to kind of eat, relax, hang out, that kind of thing. But right now I'm gonna work on a little bit of paint blocks and whatnot, and we're just kind of doing a cutting board right now. But yeah, not anything too fancy in this episode. Kind of a chill one to end it on. If you guys have any suggestions for builds in the future, definitely let me know. Like I said earlier, I had a great time building this one. We're not going to do anything super crazy. I'm just gonna add basic detailing around. I didn't want to go crazy with it just because I'm trying to keep the lag light on this carrier, which I know it's a big carrier, but yeah, so we're just gonna kind of add some general little detailing around in the kitchen, and like I said, I'm gonna get some lights in here and stuff. But other than that, we don't really have anything else to do. We've done all of the other interior spaces on this ship, and I'm kind of excited to kind of get it over with and move on to the next project. So right here, I am kind of heading back to working on the food stalls. I'm just looking for a specific color. So don't mind me just kind of clipping through the ship there. But yeah, we are essentially going to add a bunch of paint blocks, add a couple seats. Nothing too serious in this episode, nothing technical. We do have a couple things going on in the background. I just started a newer build, if you guys didn't see that. I'm working on a PvP map, so definitely check that out if you haven't seen it and you're interested. Also, we have a build challenge going on in our Discord. So if you haven't seen that, also check that out. There's a pumpkin chunking challenge in our Discord. So you essentially we're going to see who can throw a pumpkin the furthest. The pumpkin's on my workshop, and you can download it. And the only rules really to the challenge are no motors, engines, rockets, propellers, that kind of thing. So just no forms of propulsion. But you can use all the mechanical items. Use the winches and the tracks and pivots, that kind of thing. I'll be making one of my own submissions, and you guys will you can go ahead and submit those onto our Discord. I'll also have a link to that down below. If you guys haven't checked that out, also check that out. I know I kind of sound like a broken record right now, but yeah, definitely check that out. It's a cool little community, a lot of Stormworks players in there. Kind of chill. We like to play some games every now and then with everybody, and it's just a good place to kind of hang out, make some friends, and kind of talk about Stormworks and gaming and that kind of thing. So if you haven't, definitely check that out. There will be a link below. But yeah, we're moving on to the food here. I'm just kind of adding these little blank trays, and I'm just going to copy these all the way down, and then I'm going to go back and then fill them in with food in the meantime. All right, well, we got a pretty big seating area up here, and I think it looks pretty good. We crammed quite a lot of seats up here. I wasn't really going for any specific number. I kind of wanted to just make it look pretty busy, if that makes sense. I wanted to fill the space in, but also I wanted to have as many seats as I possibly could. So I think we did a pretty good job with that there, and I'm just kind of hooking up some of the lights. We're going to add a couple more details. I'm going to throw some trash cans around and things like that. There's a couple other things that I do off camera, but for the most part, this is going to be the last real part of the ship that we kind of built. There was a lot to it. The whole series is on YouTube if you're kind of missing some of it or you're new to the channel or whatnot. We have started from scratch and kind of worked our way up to here. There's a few other things, like I said, that I kind of did off camera. I didn't really do the bridge too much on camera just because a lot of that's a lot of logic work and Lua and that kind of thing. It's not great for videos, but yeah, I think the inside of this thing is looking pretty awesome at this point, and we've got just a little bit of minor detailing to go. And if you haven't been keeping up on this floor, we have kind of a meeting room right across from here, and then you can also get to kind of like the winches and the catapult launch station. But this is a full interior, and it's kind of nice to check it off. The interior is usually one of the more timely parts of the ship, but I do really like how this turned out personally. I think it's a little weird, unconventional having the mess hall up on this floor. Typically it would probably be a little bit lower, more closer to the crew spaces, but I think putting it up here, we have a lot of like windows, and it kind of makes it like a nice open, kind of relaxing area to kind of hang out for the crew and whatnot. But yeah, like I said earlier, if you guys want to, there will be a link to the vehicle description down below, and you guys can go ahead and download it and play right now with it. It is on the workshop, but I do have a couple videos kind of walking around showing you some of the systems on the ship and whatnot. We'll probably do maybe a gameplay video here or there coming up, but I'm just trying to kind of take a break from the carrier. It's been a few month long project for me, so I admittingly, once I got this ship done and posted, I did take a week long break from the game just because I did it so I could stay refreshed and kind of stay focused on building new projects and that kind of thing. I didn't want to just keep working into it and then burn myself out. But yeah, if you're interested in that, we do have a couple other gameplay videos and that kind of thing. I'll definitely, like I said, I'll definitely try to maybe get some videos playing against the AI and or multiplayer. It's just sometimes it's hard because the full version of the ship, a lot of servers don't really like it. And I might as well mention it in this video too. There is a multiplayer version of the ship that I released too. The link will be in the same kind of workshop description. You'll be able to see the other versions of the carrier. So I made a multiplayer version, which is called the light version. And then I made a potato version for potato PCs. And that is basically the potato version is going to have no weapons and no interior. It's going to be very, very light on the logic. All of the functions are going to be the same, so you still get the landing guide and the landing laser. The deck's still there, the hangar's still there, the lift's still there, all of that good stuff. But it's going to be a very, very bare bones version of the ship, if that makes sense. And then the light version is going to be essentially the same amount of functions as this ship with no interior. So a very large portion of the interior was cut out and then physics flooded for that version, and that's going to be probably better for server use. So definitely check that one out if you haven't seen it. I know that's probably going to be a little bit more popular just to actually play with because it's not going to melt your computer as soon as you spawn it in. But I'm not going to make any other versions of this ship. You guys might get a SAR version on later on, but I'm not going to put it on YouTube or anything like that. I'll just put it on the workshop and maybe make an announcement in my Discord. But other than that, yeah, I'm not going to really go too crazy. I know a lot of people are asking for a lighter version of the ship, and just to be honest, I'm not going to do that because it's crazy enough that there's 3 versions of this ship. If your computer can't handle the potato version of the ship, there's going to be no version of this ship that I'm comfortable putting on the workshop and releasing. And to be honest, I spent so long on this ship that I don't want to kind of put that out, if that makes sense. I spent so much time detailing and doing a lot of the work to this that I don't want to have a version that just has none of the details, none of the logic, none of that. It just kind of takes away the point. So I do apologize if your computer cannot handle the build, but that is just kind of the nature of Stormworks. It is pretty intensive, some of these larger creations. I wish it wasn't like that. I wish you could push the game a little bit further, but I would like to say we're pushing it pretty good with this build in itself. But yeah, guys, that is going to be all of the building for this one. Not only the episode, but the series. So thank you so much. The support for this build was absolutely crazy. Thank you to all the people that made a plane for this, or a microcontroller, or, really any of you. I mean, there's a lot of things that went into this ship, and I appreciate all the help. I appreciate all the support. You guys absolutely killed it. It really helped our channel out a lot too. So I cannot be too grateful. But anyways, I'm going to just leave it off with some nice little shots for you guys here. And, I will catch you in the next build series. So, again, thank you so much. If you made it to the end, I appreciate it. Don't forget to hit a like and subscribe for this series if you liked it. And like I said earlier, also, don't forget to kind of check out our Discord and other things like that. But, yeah, guys, that's all we got for this one. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.